I said at the end of yesterday's game, it was almost a privilege to be there, and wow, what a game we've had. And what these two teams, these two managers have given us, I don't think we've seen before in terms of the quality, both attacking, both going for it. This game never disappoints.
No. Klopp has edged it in the rivalry in the UK in terms of the wins. Major trophies, Pep Guardiola 14-7 and 5 Premier League titles to 1. Right. Is it therefore a straightforward answer if I was to ask you who's done the better job? Based on that trophy haul.
Well, I think
there's more nuance involved.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think that you look at the trophy haul and you have to say that Pep's done very well. But then you look at what Klopp's done to try and catch Manchester City, the way he's built that team, how long it's taken him to get there. You have to say, yeah, it might be easier for Pep in what he's done, but like Klopp's still got to get a lot of love. But it's there for everyone to see in respects of the amount of trophies. But we can't speak about City without speaking about the fact that there's 115 charges around them. Because the one thing I would like more than anything else is for that to be gone from City, so as then you can give the team and the manager and the love that they deserve and the flowers they deserve. Because you speak about them and it's like there's an elephant in the room. You want to speak about them with this rivalry, you know, without saying, yeah, but it's not fair on the players, it's not fair on the club. So the sooner that's gone, the better for them. But you can't look at what Klopp's done and then look at the amount of trophies that Guardiola's done and said that Guardiola's not done better.
It does remain the elephant in the room. There is a date set, we know that, for this hearing on the 115 charges. We don't know what that date is. So, of course, there are more trophies up for grabs still while Klopp is in English football. So what if he was to win the title this time?
Wow. I think if Klopp was to win the league this season, I think in terms of what they've just done in the Premier League, I would probably edge just for Klopp in terms of obviously having to fight against City. Yep. You know, the money that City have more than Liverpool. You know, you look at the midfield yesterday, Liverpool are going in there with Endo, who was absolutely outstanding.
He was very good.
Up against Rodri, who most people say is the best midfield player in that position in the world. So I think in terms of how Klopp's built Liverpool, if he could take 2 titles away from Manchester City,
yeah, I
think in terms of just in English football, I would go for Jurgen Klopp. And another reason why I say that is because of what both managers come into. And we just wanted to look at a graphic. There's a graphic about basically what the clubs are doing. 5 seasons before they arrived. So you look at sort of Liverpool at the top. Mm-hmm. And I was part of some of these teams. So basically, you're talking about a team who couldn't get in the top 4 for 5 seasons. Now, they're in there under Brendan Rodgers. Now, that was an outlier because Liverpool had the best player in the league, maybe the world at the time, Europe, in Suarez. And then they go back to being what you'd expect them to be at that time. You then look at Manchester City. So Manchester City, with the new ownership coming, it's not just about Pep getting them up there, Mancini, Pellegrini. Yeah. But what I would also say is in defence of Guardiola is, you look at that bottom one under Pellegrini where Manchester City finished 4th, still a decent position. But the fact he finished with 66 points shows that was not a great Manchester City team. So this idea that Pep came into the best Manchester City team, I think is probably false. But there's no doubt he had a lot more quality at his disposal than Jurgen Klopp did. So it was a longer job and a tougher job for Jurgen Klopp. Yeah. But
a couple of seasons later, they got 100 points, as we've said. So come on, let's put it on the line. 10 games to go. Who wins it, Ian?
Arsenal. Of course I'm going to say Arsenal.
Might say that.
You've got to say Arsenal. I'd say what happened last season, they know exactly what they need to do. They're in great form. All the players are fit now. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, I hope that. No, because that's not what you want to hear. That's not what the players are thinking. They're very focused, a very tight bonded team. Manager's very ambitious and focused on what he wants to do. Of course I'm going to say Arsenal. We have to. Have to try.
You don't have to.
I'm going to go Manchester City. I just think that the next game is pivotal.
What if they were to lose that game, or even drop points in that game? Would it change your mind?
I think we both need that. If Arsenal, I think Liverpool need. A draw is a great result, but I don't think Liverpool need Manchester City winning that game because you look at the other fixtures and think, where will Manchester City drop points if they don't drop them against Arsenal? But I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting.
I'm so excited about it.
And nerve-wracking.
What a way to spend your Easter Sunday.
Yeah, it's brilliant, yeah. Can't wait.